paper it seemed to work, but in play it doesn't have the same effect. So I think I was wrong about Hag. I think she's actually kind of weak. So I was wrong about her. I said yesterday regarding these people who want me to agree with them. It's kind of like flat earthers, right? Like, I'm not gonna agree with flat earthers, right? And just because I don't agree with flat earthers doesn't mean I always want to be right, and doesn't mean I will never agree with anything. Do you get what I mean? It's kind of that shit. Like, I have these flat earthers, what I deem as flat earthers, telling me that something they talk about I need to agree with, otherwise I always think I'm right. That's basically the situation they put me in. Do you get me? I'm not going to agree with flat earthers, man. No one should agree with flat earthers. Yeah, it's not literal flat earthers, but it's the same concept. Like, they're not using logic to come to their conclusions. They're using kind of like, you know, herd mentality once again. People agreeing with them, therefore they're correct. And, you know, kind of more emotional thinking, I guess. But I'll always change my mind if someone's using logic. And I can see, like, you know, I can follow the logic of what they're saying. And it kind of debunks what I'm thinking, right? I've got no problem with that. At the end of the day, I don't care about being right. I just care about following the most objective truth. And you've heard me say that many, many a times, because I'm very steadfast on that point, right? I will never change my mind to some emotional thinking opinion. I don't. That just seems like a step backwards. Like, I don't try and be as objective, as logical as possible, to then just change my mind to someone who hasn't followed any logic to get to their conclusion. Do you get me? Doesn't seem right. So I'm not going to do it. And that doesn't mean that I'm never going to change my mind. I will 100% change my mind. I will 100% say I'm wrong. But the points need to be logical, right? And I think that's fair. I think I'm a very fair person. This person's going back. She's doing quite good yo-yoing. The last person's going to be number 1, and he's going to go for her. Him. He didn't go for her, though. Yeah, he did. He's coming back. It's okay. We've got 2 playthings now. I'll take it. Nowadays, emotional beats logic. It really does. It really does. Well, it doesn't. Not for me. But yeah, it does for a lot of people. I just refuse to allow it. I'm not going to be controlled by emotional thinking. Illogical thinking. Herd mentality. I'm not going to get controlled by it. I'm going to think what I think by trying to be as rational as possible. That's it. We have 2 free, right? I'm not counting hooks here, so I might get fucked. I think it's 2 free. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 2 free. Ready for 8 yeses, 8 dead cards, 8 off the records. Yeah, we'll see, man. I don't know what side's gonna be more fun with the new game mode, but I'll be playing more of the side what's the most fun, for me at least, right? I don't have a loyalty to a side. You get a lot of projection through the community who are like super biased towards Survivor, and if you're not biased towards Survivor, you're just like biased towards Killer. or you're a Killer main or whatever. I don't have a side, you know. To me, it's just a video game. The side I do enjoy more is Killer, I think. But you know, that's it. It's just a side I enjoy. I don't have some loyalty. All right, 2, 3. Was it 2 on Death Hook? What are you doing? You have... Right. Does he have DS? Why would he do that? He did that for a reason. These guys have plaything. Watch this. Oh, I thought we were coming the other way. Are you ready for this? Don't. You have plaything. You need to stop it. Alright, was it 2 or 3? Let's see. 2, nice. That's what I wanted. Alright, so 3 and 1. Yeah, 3-1. Where am I? Where am I? This build is so good. He'll get nerfed. When I find builds that get nerfed, I assure you. I assure you guys. It's happened every time. I don't even need to say a number, it's happened every time. Every build I've found. And then you can be like, yeah, other people use this build. Yeah, but I weren't using it, so it was okay. Now I am. We'll see. Last build I used was Pain Res Pop. Pain Res Pop are the weakest they've ever been now. Let's just see. I just found the correlation very funny. Whenever I start using something, it gets nerfed like really badly. The correlation is just humorous. It's so consistent. She's gonna vault, yeah. She didn't. Nice. Mark Bloodlust says if she don't vault. No. We'll assist one though. Ash was perfectly matched you through the wall without terror radius, by the way. Yeah, could be someone potentially watching the stream. Like, I don't really talk about that because it will happen here and there. You can't prove or deny it, so it's kind of one of them things that I don't care about. Oh, cool. Don't make it a hook. I'm assuming it's because there's a hook broke around here. Okay, well that's boring. She's gonna keep going up there, and I physically canget her on a hook. Skill expression, though, you know. Gotta make sure that skill expression's still in the game, right? Well, Mr. Killer, it's your fault because you hooked someone on a hook near her. So, you know, maybe you should have more skill, and then you won't have that happen. Right. Like, I'm gonna know hooking that person on that hook, we're gonna create a dead zone specifically in this one spot of the map. Come on. Fucking skill expression. Maybe don't chase her there. Yeah, once who just stays there. It's fucking idiots, man. You know, these are the people who say I'm the one with bad takes. I saw that really, really bad take come up again as well, by the way. The one about get rid of DC penalties. I genuinely don't think these people realize if you get rid of DC penalties on this game, it'll probably die. It will literally be PvE. Like, you will be going against bots all the time. It would fucking destroy the game, man. There's too much entitlement in the community. Like, you cannot do that. Look what she's doing. People defend this, what she's doing. No, let's just slug her, I guess. I don't know. Like, okay. I'm going back for the skill expression, girl. Wait, can I? Yeah, there you go. Good job. Massive skill expression. Let's slug it for 4 minutes. Let's see why we caught Hooker, though. Is it because the hook is broken? Because we are just guessing. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it's just a bad place. But I bet it is. It usually is, because there's a hook broken. Where did I hook that girl? Where did I hook her? I feel it was around here. There's a hook here, but I can't make that. Were they a closer one? Like down here or something. There's a hook here. I might be able to make this. I think I... Can I? I actually think I was wrong. I don't think it's because the hook were broken. Ah, fuck it. I'm just going to slug her though. She might have flip-flop as well, so I won't be able to get her to this hook now. I've left her on the floor too long. But I was wrong here. But it doesn't matter. I could have been right where this was broken and I couldn't get it because this is broken. So the concept still is correct. It's just in this scenario, I could have potentially got that hook. But I think she's flip-flop too. She deserves a slug. Oh, 100%. I mean, what is this? I mean, you can call it skill expression if you want, but this doesn't look like skill. Yeah, she's got flip-flop power struggle. It's so obvious. It's so obvious. Does she have unbreakable, I wonder? Imagine admitting you're wrong. I admit I'm wrong all the time. Well, not all the time, because I try not to be wrong. But when I am wrong, I admit that I'm wrong. Guys, I've said this before, this fuckloads of projection on me. People genuinely hate being wrong, right? They hate being wrong at whatever. They hate failing at something. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about being wrong. My pursuit is objective truth. Objective truth. That's my pursuit. I don't give a shit about if I'm wrong or right. Ironically, which is ego, which apparently I'm supposed to have massive amount of ego, which people get confused with confidence, because I've done very well in video games, so I'm very confident at them. Do-do-do-do. You don't mind being wrong, but give you a valid reason why you're wrong. Exactly. But there is some people who they want to be right so bad because it's ego, innit?
How about a Chucky game?
Like they don't.
Grim embrace,
They need to be right.
And corrupt intervention. Your choice of add-ons with a sacrificial award. Thanks.
You got it dreadful. Let's see if I'm right with flip-flop and power struggle. Bleh. I have a feeling she might have Unbreakable, that's why I'm staying here, just in case. Right at the very end, she's Unbreakables. Imagine they say, why didn't you hook and report, get banned now? Well, yeah, I know, right? That's what I was talking about. It's very stupid. But in this kind of game, it's always the killer's fault, right? So I'm the bad guy here for doing this. Even though, pretty sure I can't pick her up, and she just stayed up there where I couldn't get her on a hook. Let's see if I'm right. I could be wrong, but there's the perks which allow that, so I need to be careful of them perks. Flip-flop, power struggle. There you go. Told you. The Uri girl, too. Oh, she wanted even worse. You know what she wanted? She wanted to run up into that building. Right to the top. And as soon as you've destroyed one hook there, it's pretty much GG. You're not going to get her on a hook. She'd be immune. Yeah, I told you. I knew the game. So I counterplayed that perfectly. Once again, the devs are the ones who, you know, create this kind of playstyle. I actually counterplayed that perfectly. Her slugged out for 4 minutes was the counterplay which you need to do towards the perks the devs have designed and the gameplay loop the devs have designed. So that's why I keep saying it's